Hello, and thank you for joining us today. This webinar is a second of a 5-part series. Today we'll focus on deployment flexibility with Systemware Content Cloud, and we'll also cover some common use case scenarios and a customer case study. My name is Daniel Pinkstock, and I'll be your host for this session. I am joined today by my colleague, Terry McGraw. Terry and I are regional managers here at Systemware.
Thank you, Daniel, and welcome to our audience. If you missed the first webinar of the series, Breaking the Barriers to Forward Progress, it is available on demand from the resources section of our website, systemware.com. So when you have a few minutes, be sure to go check that out. Let's just touch briefly on who we are for those that are joining us for the first time. Systemware is a content services provider, and we've been delivering solutions to many of the world's largest and most highly regulated organizations for the past 4 decades. Daniel mentioned Systemware Content Cloud a few moments ago. Content Cloud is our intelligent content services platform that helps organizations modernize their content management systems, which includes, among many other benefits, streamlining manual processes and connecting disparate repositories to make better use of your information. Content Cloud can be hosted in a variety of environments, including the public cloud, which can help eliminate costly maintenance and infrastructure. Content Cloud also helps ensure your systems are in check with current privacy and industry regulations.
So, with regard to deployment flexibility, we're really just asking a few very important basic questions, such as how safe and efficient is it going to be to integrate a new software product with your existing systems and infrastructure? Is every piece of this new solution capable of being deployed exactly how and where you need it? Whatever your current situation might be, it's important to have an ECS solution flexible enough to be the best fit for your organization today and moving forward. This may be a familiar topic if you have ever gone through a content migration or similar project, and you've struggled with vendors who approach product deployment with a one-size-fits-all mentality. We all know that's never the case, but we hear that often and totally understand that frustration. Companies simply have different situations and varying business requirements as well. Terry mentioned earlier, Systemware has been around for over 40 years, and during that time we have seen software deployment as a very common issue that keeps organizations complacent on older solutions and systems.
As Daniel mentioned, deployment how and where you need it is very important. In order to deliver and provide the true value of flexibility that organizations require, a content services platform should be able to deploy any individual piece of the system on the appropriate infrastructure. So let's take a look at a use case scenario. Many times there are several systems in play. For example, when we evaluate a client install, we often see systems and repositories spread across multiple varying platforms. Some of these repositories are using expensive mainframe or outdated worm storage. Let's say your company is in a similar situation and you're looking for a way to decommission some of their legacy infrastructure and begin to utilize less expensive cloud storage. But your services must be deployed on-premise. In this scenario, a hybrid deployment would be an efficient way to maintain your business initiatives while modernizing your environment. And with a hybrid content cloud deployment, organizations can utilize both on-premise infrastructure and also the powerful capabilities of the public cloud, however it's needed to meet your unique business requirements.
In another scenario, let's say your compliance department requires on-premise solutions utilizing your current infrastructure, but they want to capitalize on outsourcing the service and support to an experienced content services provider. In a case such as this, a managed or outsourced content cloud service would be of benefit because your provider manages the software regardless of where your information resides or where your solution is deployed. Additionally, you have the flexibility to only implement the services you need instead of a big box solution with services you have no use or justification for. Or maybe you need the provider to host and manage the full solution and keep only your content on premise. A managed content cloud service would provide these flexible options as well.
And if you need everything taken care of for you and just need your end users and customers to be able to seamlessly access their reports and information with a peace of mind knowing it's safe and protected and available anytime, anywhere, we can provide that too. A fully hosted cloud service addresses all of the above. This option is managed by the provider and deployed seamlessly in external cloud platforms such as AWS, Azure, and several others. Content Cloud's node-based architecture provides the advantage of elastic scalability. A hosted cloud makes great use of that by not only enabling companies access to virtually limitless, secure, and compliant processing, capacity, storage, and availability, but also the advantages of utilizing only the amount of resources necessary to meet demand. So in short, providing server capacity to rapidly scale resources up for volume when needed, and then scale back down for cost savings when not.
Absolutely. So we've spent some time going over a few common use cases, but let's touch on one of our Systemware customer case studies. This case study centers around a global fleet management provider, in fact, the largest provider of fleet management in North America, and a respected global leader in the industry. I got to personally work with this team, and it's a very impressive organization with truly great people and a dedication to their customers. They decided they needed to change their ECM product, ASG Mobius, near the end of their license term. This was occurring during the Christmas holiday season, and year-end processing was on the horizon. In this particular situation, their year-end processing was at risk of being affected, and an accelerated content migration plan was imperative, so they explored alternative solutions. And what the fleet team needed was flexible options. As I just described, time was critical. They needed a stable, reliable platform to maintain the security, integrity, and access of their financial billing assets. They also needed a product that could meet their current infrastructure requirements in a hurry. The fleet team researched Systemware's history of helping other customers with similar situations, such as Anheuser-Busch. I'm sure many of you are familiar with Anheuser-Busch, and in that case study, they needed a fast content migration as well, which we successfully completed without disruption by Systemware. After reviewing the provider choices, the fleet management team reached out to Systemware for assistance. Once they saw the proof of concept and was confident that Systemware could handle their requirements, things moved very quickly. Systemware has an extensive, proven background of successfully replacing a multitude of existing ECM solutions, helping organizations of all industries quickly and efficiently convert and migrate high volumes of content from legacy ECM solutions, such as ASG Mobius in this example. Our fleet management customer was able to leverage Systemware's experience and partnership with IBM to expedite changes and assist in a prioritization of resources for their implementation. Within 36 hours of installation beginning, they successfully accessed their information and met their intended goal of a fast implementation, utilizing their existing infrastructure and without disruption to their end users or processes. Now they are fully positioned to re-platform for newer technologies.
It really is a great story, Daniel, and a great customer we now serve with them. We're really excited to be partnered with them moving forward. As I mentioned earlier, when evaluating client environments, we find that many organizations have a wide variety of existing infrastructure that they have acquired and implemented over the years, often containing critical business content. Because Content Cloud utilizes a node-based architecture, it allows your business to efficiently leverage existing infrastructure, and it can be seamlessly deployed anywhere from the mainframe to the public cloud or any combination in between.
A Content Cloud deployment leaves the decision entirely up to the customer, enabling personalized choices that best leverage current environments for maximum cost savings and efficiency, while seamlessly connecting information resources, such as what you saw in the case study with our global fleet management customer. We will be covering more on this case study and others in a later webinar in this series.
So, in summary, we know companies have valid concerns in the area of deployment flexibility. Concerns such as, how long is it going to take? Will our customers and other users be impacted? Can we use existing infrastructure? Can we do more to leverage the public cloud? And the list goes on and on. And to overcome those barriers, you need flexible deployment options. Delivering a great user experience with today's competitive digital demand requires fast, secure access to content anytime and anywhere, all while maintaining the privacy and integrity of your information. Systemware Content Cloud can deliver that.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for today's session. In our next webinar of this series, we will discuss top business goals met with the cloud. Thank you to Terry for hosting with me today, and we look forward to hearing from you all soon.
Thank you, Daniel, and thanks to all for joining us.